Hi, you guys. How are ya? It's Keto Kouch. I've made a bunch of notes that I want to talk to you guys about. And I wanted to, let's see, I want to share this, I think. See if I can find the group that I want to share it to. How is everybody doing? All right, let's try that one. Okay. So, how is everybody? It's Sunday night. I had a few things going on today. I had a staff meeting, busy. And I wanted to tell you guys about how great my one-on-one with Sarah Centrell. So this is the book, and honestly, this book has changed my world. And so I have been in the transition, and you guys know this, for a long time of changing my world the last, I don't know, 2 years or so, and maybe 3 even. So this book has helped me so much. It's called Hustle, Believe, Receive. And her name's Sarah Centrell. I don't know if you guys can see her picture, but there she is. She's from Portland, which isn't even why I love her. But that helps because she's from the West, just like me. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Megan. How are you guys? So what happened was I had a dinner planned. I was going to go with my friend Melissa and Ash, and we had this plan to go to Portland, and it was called Women Empowerment Dinner. And she was going to teach us about all the things that, basically there's 8 steps into improving your life that she, hi, you're in Federal Way. Cool, you're close. So I signed up for this dinner. I got VIP. I was so excited. We were going to do a little Airbnb while I got sick. When I got sick from being in Las Vegas, imagine that. And so I couldn't go. So I texted her, emailed her, and said that I wasn't going to be able to go and that I needed to get rid of my ticket. And I was wondering if I could get my swag bag and all these different things. So she was very nice and said that she would like to offer me a one-on-one. And I was like, yes, please, I'll take it. So everything always works out, you know. That was what was meant to happen. And so she called me on Thursday, and we talked about all the wonderful things that happened at the dinner. And then we went over some of the stuff in the book. So she gives you homework in the book and this and that. So I had done most of that already. So we went over some of the things that are kind of stalling me from even going farther in my, just the way you look at situations, and I've ran a business for 13 years, and that can be super stressful. So I'm trying to learn how to manage that kind of stuff, trying to be a better person and help people. And now I've jumped on this keto, whole keto world and trying to just better people's lives. And I thought, this person and this book are one of those ways, because it teaches you how to get out of your own head and just kind of look at every situation a little bit different. So that's what we talked about. We talked for about an hour. We told each other our stories and what, her story is amazing. I recommend this book. If you're looking for any kind of self-help, this is the book. This isn't a book just to pick up to be like, yeah, I'm going to read this book because it should be interesting. No, if you want to change your life and get more out of your life and be more successful, and I'm not just talking money, money's great, but that isn't what I'm talking about. Being more successful in your life, like just feeling better about your life and achieving more things and helping more people and making something out of your life, I think, having a job and having money and all of that is wonderful. And I don't feel bad for 1 minute that when I work hard, I get to go do nice things. I don't feel bad for that because I work really hard. And so, but that's part of it, because I know that I work so hard, then why not go, to here or there and go and do and achieve my goals and my dreams, right? Isn't that what it's all about? And I'm going to take my nephews on a cruise here in October. I'm so excited. And so, but I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't work really hard, So every day, that's part of the hustle, One of her things is vision boards, and she calls them future boards, but people think, okay, I'm going to make this vision board and this is all just going to come true. You got to hustle. So what we're going to talk about is the very first step. There is 8 steps according to this book. And the first step is dreaming. And so what she has you do, and I don't have mine down here, dang it. That would have been fun to show you guys some of my dreams. And so what she wants you to do and what she recommends, there's a fun quote. Let me get the quote out and read that to you first. So dream it. That is the first one. So the quote is from Will Smith. And it says, being realistic is the fastest road to mediocrity. Why would you ever be realistic? So, hi. So what that means to me when I read that is dream outside the box, you guys. Don't dream small. Dream big. Just go for it. So the homework, if you will, for this chapter was to sit down and dream. Get a piece of paper, glass of wine if you want it, whatever, you know, turn the TV off. You could have light music on, whatever, and just dream big. Everything that you've ever wanted, everything that you've been afraid to do, like I'm afraid to jump off a cliff. I'm deathly afraid of birds, whatever it is. And so these are dreams that I wish I wasn't afraid of birds. Sometimes it's very awkward to be afraid of birds. Jumping off a cliff, you know, if we were somewhere fun, I would probably not do it. But that's one of the things. It's like, dream that big that I'm not going to be afraid of that and I'm going to do it. What is the big picture? Where am I going? You know, what is my big picture? What is the big dream at the end, and how am I going to get there? So some of the examples is how will you ever know if you achieve the dreams if you don't know what they are? So you've got to go big, and you've got to put those dreams down on paper. And big things, you know, like where you want to travel, what you're afraid of that you don't want to be afraid of, where you want to live. And not just, yeah, I'd love to live in Italy. Oh, I'd love to live in Florence. And I really would. That is on my board. But I want to live in a little cabin on the water in Florence on a cobblestone road. That's what I'm talking about. Dream like that. Write all of that down. Descript it. You know, just big. What you want to accomplish. Okay, I want to, hi Donna, I want to run a marathon. I want to be able to go to the bird museum at the zoo, whatever, you know. If you were to win the lottery, and I'm just giving you examples so you can make it easy for yourself. If you were to win the lottery, what would you do with the money? In detail. Not just, well, I'd pay off my bills and da-da-da. No, I would pay off the $10,000 in credit card debt that I have. And I would, so you make it so real that when it starts to happen, because you made it real, it is in your mind, right? So where do you want to eat? So what you want to eat, first of all, and where you want to eat it. So in my little cabin in Florence, on the water, on the cobblestone street, I want to have pasta, you know, or I want to have pizza or whatever it is. So who would you like to meet? Where would you want to meet them? Who is it? What are you going to say to them when you meet them? Like what's your dream to say to whoever, you know? So I made a whole list of all of those things. And what it does is just opens your mind that none of that isn't attainable because you dream it. So as the chapters go on, then we go into how do we hustle to make those dreams come true. Okay, so I want to be out of debt. Well, what am I going to do in my world to make that happen? So it goes on to, that was the first step, I guess. They're called the 8 steps. And I thought it would be really fun to go through this book with you guys. Because I'm going to continue to work with her and just kind of get over some of the little hang-ups that I have. So you guys, drop in, whoever's with me right now, drop into the comments one of your dreams. What is one of your dreams that you think is just over the top? I would love to hear it. And I wish I could share all the ones that I have with you, but they're upstairs in my living room. I'm sorry, I forgot to bring them. So step 1 was the dream it. The step 2 is think it. So now we're going to have on paper all of our dreams, right? And then we're going to give those dreams a voice, and we're going to think about them, and we're going to make them into existence, right? What you think about, you dream. What you dream about, you bring about. Isn't that how that goes? And then say it. And we're going to a cruise. Oh, that's a good one. I love cruising. I have on my board or my paper, I have a journal with all of this homework in it. And a world cruise is on there because I've always wanted to do a world cruise. But I put it out of my mind as quick as I bring it in, because it's like, okay, that's 30 days. No, some of them are more than 30 days. But how am I going to take time off work? You know, I start instantly thinking of why I can't do it. And that's the whole goal with this book, is not to go there, right? So another thing that, because of being a business owner, and, you know, some days it's kind of stressful. So I've had to learn how to replace, okay, that employee didn't show up. And instantly my brain goes into crazy mode, and I'm upset, and I don't know what am I going to do. I replace those thoughts with the benefits of that person not coming. Okay, and sometimes it's hard to find them, but they're there. Okay, I didn't have to pay them. Okay, I didn't have to pay payroll tax. Okay, you know, whatever. You know, whatever the benefits are of that stressful situation, you have to find them, and you have to find 3 of them, and you have to replace those in your brain immediately with the negative, and then all of a sudden the stress goes away. And sometimes it takes a little self-talk to get through that, but it works. It really works, you guys, I promise you. The next one, step 3, is say it, and these are fun, and by the time you get to step 3, you're more comfortable with what we're doing. And these are I am statements, and they're very, very powerful. And we've talked about this before. I've done a live on this about how you can train your brain, because our brain instantly goes to the negative of whatever the situation is. If something bad happens, you go into negative mode. So we can train our brain to go into positive mode. So if something happens and you all of a sudden don't feel good about yourself or whatever, these statements and these I am statements and the fact that you're saying it out loud will trick your brain into, no, I'm not going to think that I'm chubby. I'm not going to think that I'm not pretty, or whatever those things are that have happened in your past. We're going to train that out of you. You know what I mean? So write it. We're going to write some stuff down. We're going to make a plan to make all those dreams that we just wrote down on paper reality. And then see it. We're going to make a movie in your brain, basically, of these things happening. And by putting into them such detail, that's how you make a movie. So right now, in my brain, I can see myself in Florence on that cobblestone street, walking to my little cabin that I have on the water. I can see it. So that's how I'm going to make it reality, because I've made it so much of a movie in my mind that it's going to work, right? Do it. And this is where the hustle comes in. And this is how we bring that into existence, okay? We make it happen. And then believe it. And then number 8 is live it. And that's where you're eventually manifested all of these wonderful things into existence. And I'm telling you guys, it works. And sometimes it's as little as something didn't happen that was supposed to happen, but it was opened up for this other thing to happen. You just weren't able to see it. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, so I'm going to give you an example of my real world. So I have been working this keto and helping people, and I run a business, and I work 6 days a week, so I'm a very, very busy girl. And so I come to you live 3 or 4 times a week. I cook, I do this, whatever it is. And so sometimes I don't have a lot of time in my world. So summer's coming, and I'm like, how am I going to juggle all this? Okay. And all of a sudden they dig up my road in front of AJ's, and I'm like, huh. Now, the old me would have been freaking out. Like, okay, this is my busy time. What am I going to do? Why aren't I doing that? Da, 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 da. And no, what I thought in my mind was, okay, this was the universe opening up more time for me to spend on keto and me to help people and me to get people healthy and me to teach. That's me manifesting more time. That plan has been in plan for 10 years. It's just now coming in to reality. Why is that? Because I've been searching for more time to do what I love. And I love my AJs, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't fill me up anymore, and this does. So that's my spin on that. And so now, 2 years ago, nope, I wouldn't even have looked at that situation in that way. I wouldn't have been open enough in my brain to look at the fact that this is a good thing, that this is happening, but I have just wanted that. I really wanted that to happen, so I would have more time to spend with all of you. So it's definitely how you look at the situation and how you make that situation what you've really, really wanted, right? So I'm not seeing many goals and dreams on here. So give me some dreams, you guys. We got a cruise. I heard that one, which is on mine, World Cruise, living in Florence, lots of different things. So I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. I just wanted to hit the first chapter, or the first step, if you will, and tell you how amazing Sarah is. And I would love for you all to go out and buy her book. And I'm not getting a kickback. I just love her that much. And I'm definitely going to continue to work with her and in turn work with you guys so you can change your life and be more successful in not just, and I don't mean that just with money. I mean just successful in life. Getting more out of it, you know, like helping people is the best way, of course, and just the fulfillment of that. And all of that, when you start your life and your day with gratitude, gratitude comes to you. You only get good things from it. So I wish you all of that, of course, and I appreciate you so, so much for taking time out of your Sunday to join me and me to try to help you all change your life and look at it a little bit different. And so what I would totally appreciate is if you would share this video out. The only way we're going to help everybody out there is to share. And if you're not already following me, touch my nose. I always do see first. I have a couple people I follow. And I always do see first because that way it comes right up and I know that they're live. And if you'd like me to text you when I go live, I'd be happy to do that too. All right, you guys, thank you so much. That's Keto Kouch. I have some tuna melts in the oven right now for dinner. And so I'm going to go have some salad and some tuna melts and enjoy the rest of my night. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I think I'm going to cook something fun tomorrow, okay? See you guys. Bye.